Hey guys, so I'm back with part 2 of my April book haul iPad edition. And so someday, I will finally have a camera so I can upload these videos in their entirety and not have to break them down into parts one day. I really, really, really need a camera. Anyway, so I left off with the next book I'm going to talk about is called Water by Tara Harmony. And in this book, in this world, there are the elemental powers, which I guess is like water, fire, air, earth, I guess. I don't remember all of the elements, but so there's these elemental powers, and I'm actually just going to read the summary that I have right here, because it's easier than trying to explain what it's about, because I'm horrible at explanations. Anyway, it says, all of the elemental powers are in the palm of her hand, and it won't be enough to save her. When Caitlin Alder is involuntarily introduced to a life of magic, she becomes a part of an organization hell-bent on saving the Earth. Just as her newfound life holds promises of purpose, romance, and friendship, the organization divides, and a rogue member holds Caitlin hostage. Now one of the most terrifying men the human race has to offer stands between her and Earth's survival. So yeah, I mean, it kind of sounds like it's going to be an action-packed type of book. You know, there's going to be the elements, and so there's magic involved, which, like I said before, I love books that have any type of magic element to it. So, yeah. And then, let's see. The next book is Soul Keepers by G.P. Ching. And for the rest of these books, I'm just going to read the description right off of what I have on here. Because like I said, I am not very good at explaining book summaries. So I rather just go with what it says. Anyway, when 15-year-old Jacob Lowe is pulled from the crumpled remains of his mother's car, no one can explain why he was driving or why the police can't find his mother's body. Made a ward of his uncle and thousands of miles from home, a beautiful and mysterious neighbor, Dr. Abigail Sylvia, offers to use her unique abilities to help him find his mom. In exchange, she requires Jacob to train as a soul keeper, a biologically gifted warrior charged with protecting human souls. So, it's pretty much the summary of what it's about. And sounds like it'll be kind of interesting. Might be a good one. Again, these books, who knows when I'll get to them, because like I said, my iPad books, I don't know why I get so many. I always get like at least around 15 every month, because they're free, so I'm like, why not? They sound good and they're free, so why not? So I always get like 15 books on my iPad every month, and then I only end up reading like one book a month on my iPad. So I don't know why I buy so many or get so many. But yeah, eventually one day I'll get to them all. Eventually. So the next book is Talented by Sophie Davis. And this one says, Talia Linens was just a child when her parents were murdered right in front of her. Offered a choice between accepting their fate and exacting revenge, Talia trains to become one of the country's deadliest assassins in order to kill the man responsible for their deaths. So, this sounds really interesting. It sounds like, it sort of reminds me of Revenge. That's what it sounds like to me. If you haven't seen the show Revenge, you should definitely check it out. And I'm going to be talking about Revenge in another video later on. But that show, like, oh my gosh, I love that show. And pretty much this book, you know, her parents died, and so she's training to be an assassin and trying to get revenge for her parents' death. So, reminds me of the show Revenge. So, anyway, next book I got, or the last one on here, is Evershade by Alexia Purdy. And it says, it's a dark twist on fairies. Okay, so it says, for Shade, a chance meeting with the powerful Tailing fairy warrior who wields electrical currents and blue fires along his skin has her joining him on a treacherous mission for the good Sealy fairy court across the land of fairy. Magic and malice abound, and nothing is what it really seems to be. So, I know it's kind of a confusing summary, and it doesn't really tell you exactly what it's about, but I'm like, it's got fairies in it, so it'll probably, I'm sure, have magic in it, so I'm like, why not? And it's free, so why not? So anyway, that was the last book on my list. Those are all the ebooks that I bought, or not bought. I keep saying bought, but they were free, so I didn't buy them, except for the first one, No Place Like Oz. That was only $2. So anyway, that is it for this video. Let me know what you guys bought in April, what you guys read in April, and I will see you guys for my next video. Bye!